95% of traders lose. And Jesse Livermore knew exactly why a century before any of us were born. He wasn't just a trader. He was a predator who understood human fear better than the market makers of today. And the scary part, every mistake you're making right now, Livermore predicted it. These are not tips. These are not strategies. These are the 10 laws of trading that were written through pain, loss, and unbelievable success. If you listen till the end, these rules can change the way you trade forever. Let's begin. Number 1. The market is never wrong. Your opinion is. This is the first brutal truth Jesse Livermore learned, and every trader must understand it deeply. The market does not care who you are, how confident you feel, or how perfect your analysis looks. Price moves because millions of decisions collide at the same moment. It is bigger than your strategy, bigger than your ego, bigger than your predictions. When traders argue with the chart, they lose. When they fight the trend, they bleed. When they hold on to an opinion, hoping the market will turn, the market keeps moving, and their account keeps shrinking. This principle teaches you humility. It teaches you to surrender your bias the second price proves you wrong. The market speaks through structure, levels, candles, liquidity shifts. Your job is not to force your idea. Your job is to read the truth unfolding in front of you. Every losing trader has one thing in common. They believe the market should do something, but the market doesn't should. It only does. When you accept this, everything changes. You stop predicting. You start reacting. You stop hoping. You start listening. And the moment you learn to respect price more than your opinion, your trading transforms forever. Number 2. Successful traders follow the line of least resistance. Jesse Livermore understood something most traders never learn. Price doesn't just move randomly. It flows. It follows momentum. It follows strength. It follows the path where it faces the least obstacles. When the market is trending, whether up or down, it is revealing the direction of pressure, the direction where big money is pushing, and yet, most retail traders fight it. They buy in a clear downtrend, hoping for a reversal. They sell in a strong uptrend, expecting a pullback. They try to catch tops and bottoms, ignoring the obvious path the market is already taking. The line of least resistance simply means this: follow the path the market has already chosen. If price is rising, your safest opportunity is to rise with it. If price is falling, your safest opportunity is to move with that fall. You don't need to predict when a trend will end. You need to recognize where the resistance is weakest, where momentum is strongest, where price is flowing naturally. When you trade with the current, the market carries you. When you trade against it, the market crushes you. True mastery comes when you stop forcing your will on the chart and start riding the direction that is already winning. Number 3. Big money is made in the sitting. This is the rule that separates average traders from extraordinary ones. Most retail traders can enter a good trade, but very few can hold it. The moment price moves a little in their favor, they panic. They take quick profits. They exit early. They close the trade because they fear losing what they just gained. But Livermore discovered a truth that feels almost uncomfortable. The real money, the life-changing money, comes not from entering perfectly, but from holding patiently. When a trend begins, it rarely gives you the entire move at once. It breathes, it pulls back, it shakes you, it tests your conviction, and every time it pulls back, inexperienced traders exit, thinking the move is over. What they don't realize is that every major trend in history rewarded the traders who had the courage to sit, to wait, to let the market unfold naturally. Sitting is not laziness, it is discipline. It is emotional strength. It is trusting your analysis after confirmation. It is allowing the market to reward you fully. Anyone can catch a small move, but the trader who can hold through noise, hold through minor pullbacks, hold when the market tests their nerves, that trader captures the real trend. And that's where the big money truly lives. Number 4. Never average down in a losing position. Jesse Livermore called this one of the most dangerous habits a trader can develop, because it tricks you into believing you are fixing a bad trade, when in reality you are multiplying the damage. When a position moves against you, the market is sending a message: your idea was wrong, your timing was wrong, or the conditions have changed. But instead of accepting that truth, many traders add more, hoping to bring their entry price closer. They think they're being smart. They think they're being patient, but patience is not the same as denial. Averaging down turns a small, manageable loss into a runaway disaster. It locks you into a bias. It chains you to a sinking trade. And worst of all, it blinds you from seeing the clearer, better opportunities happening elsewhere. Every time you add to a loser, you're not improving your position, you're digging your own grave. Livermore believed in this simple law: add only to winning trades, never to losing ones. Because when you add to strength, the trend supports you. But when you add to weakness, the trend destroys you. A professional trader cuts what's failing, protects their capital, and waits for a cleaner setup. The moment you stop averaging down and start respecting the market's message, your trading becomes sharper, safer, and far more profitable. Number 5. Your first loss is your best loss. This rule sounds painful, but it is one of the most life-saving principles in trading. Jesse Livermore understood that a small loss is not a failure, it is protection. It is the market telling you, softly and gently, that your idea was wrong, and if you listen early, if you close early, if you respect that warning early, you save yourself from the kind of losses that destroy accounts, confidence, and careers. Most traders do the opposite. They hold a losing trade, hoping it will come back. They widen their stop. They justify their bias. They convince themselves that the market is only doing a small retracement, but the truth is harsh. The longer you stay in a bad trade, the more expensive it becomes. A small loss you could have managed easily turns into a large, emotional, mentally draining disaster. The first loss isn't just a number. It's a signal. It's a moment of clarity. It's the market telling you, exit now, before it becomes worse. Professionals understand this instinctively. They treat a small loss like a business expense, not a personal insult. They cut it clean, reset their mind, and wait for a better opportunity. When you learn to respect the first loss, you stop fighting the market, and you start protecting your future. Number 6. Don't trust tips, rumors, news, or predictions. Jesse Livermore learned early in his career that listening to other people's opinions is a shortcut to disaster. The market is full of noise, voices shouting predictions, headlines promising insight, analysts claiming certainty. But the truth is simple and brutal. Nobody knows the future, and every tip is someone else's guess, not your edge. Following them blindly is like walking into a storm with your eyes closed, hoping it won't hit you. Professional traders don't chase whispers. They don't react emotionally to news cycles or social media hype. They observe price. They analyze structure. They watch momentum. They trust the signals the market itself is giving, not the speculation others are selling. Tips can create false confidence. Rumors can distort judgment. Predictions can trap the greedy and the desperate. Every time you step into a trade because someone told you to, you give away your independence, your discipline, and your control over risk. Livermore's rule is a call for It's a demand for clarity. It's a reminder that the only truth worth following is what you see on the chart, what price is actually doing, and what your plan tells you. When you stop trusting noise and start trusting the market itself, you trade with authority, precision, and calm. Number 7. Watch the overall market before watching your stock. Jesse Livermore always emphasized that no trade exists in isolation. A single stock, a single currency pair, a single chart, they are all part of a much bigger picture. The overall market is like the ocean, and individual trades are the waves riding on top. If the tide is moving strongly in one direction, a small wave cannot resist it for long. Most traders ignore this truth. They focus obsessively on one chart, one setup, one ticker, believing their analysis is enough. But the market's broader trend decides everything. It sets the tone. It creates momentum, and it dictates where money is flowing. Understanding the market first means recognizing the context. Is the trend bullish or bearish? Are key sectors leading or lagging? Is liquidity concentrated in one direction? Livermore knew that aligning with the general market trend dramatically increases the probability of success. Fighting the market is costly. Following it, even partially, is empowering. This rule is more than technical. It is psychological. It forces discipline, patience, and awareness. It teaches traders to think bigger than a single setup. When you observe the overall market first, then enter your trades, you are no longer guessing. You are trading with the momentum, with clarity, and with the invisible hand of the market itself guiding your decisions. Number 8. Wait for the right setup, not constant trades. Jesse Livermore understood that patience is one of the most powerful weapons a trader can have. Most beginners, and even many experienced traders, fall into the trap of They feel the urge to always be in the market, constantly scanning charts, waiting for a trade, and then forcing entries even when conditions are not ideal. But the truth is simple. The market does not reward activity. It rewards accuracy. Every trade that is forced, every position taken without a proper setup, is a small erosion of your account and your confidence. The right setup is not about perfection, it is about alignment. It is about waiting until price confirms your plan, until structure, levels, and momentum line up in a way that gives the highest probability of success. Livermore observed price like a hawk. He waited for moments when the market revealed its intentions clearly, when a breakout had strength, when a reversal showed conviction, when liquidity and trend combined to create an opportunity he could trust. Anything else was a distraction. Waiting requires discipline. It requires controlling the urge to act on fear, greed, or boredom. It requires understanding that sometimes the best trade is no trade at all. Each setup that passes without taking action is not failure. It is preparation, it is learning, it is survival. The market tests your patience constantly, shaking you with small moves, tempting you with false patterns. Only those who can sit quietly, observe, and strike when the conditions are ideal consistently make substantial gains. Livermore's principle teaches that trading is not about constant motion. It is about intelligent timing. Waiting for the right setup means you trade with probability, with clarity, and with respect for the market. It separates those who lose steadily from those who grow steadily. Patience is the edge. Waiting is the skill. And the right setup is the gateway to lasting success. Number 9. Control your emotions or the market will control you. This is one of Jesse Livermore's most critical lessons, and it is perhaps the hardest truth for every trader to internalize. Trading is not just about charts, candlesticks, or technical setups. It is about human psychology, your mind, and your ability to manage fear, greed, hope, and frustration. The market is a mirror, reflecting every impulse and weakness you carry. When you let emotions dictate your decisions, no strategy can save you. You might have a perfect plan, the strongest analysis, and a high probability setup. But once fear creeps in, once greed whispers in your ear, once hope clouds your judgment, the market will punish you mercilessly. Livermore noticed early in his career that most traders fail not because they are wrong, but because they are emotional. They enter trades too early, exit too late, add to losing positions, or abandon winners, all because their mind is not in control. Emotions are not just distractions, they are killers. They make you argue with the market, fight trends, and lose objectivity. The professional trader knows that discipline is not optional, it is survival. Controlling emotions means setting rules and following them without compromise. It means accepting losses without panic, and taking profits without euphoria. It means detaching from every trade enough to see clearly, yet staying committed enough to act decisively when the market signals. This principle is about awareness and self-mastery. It is about recognizing that every spike of anger, hope, or fear is a decision waiting to happen, and that every decision can either protect your capital or destroy it. Livermore's genius was not just in spotting trends or reading price, it was in mastering himself. When you learn to control your emotions, the market stops controlling you. You trade from logic, strategy, and clarity, instead of from fear, greed, or impulse. And in that space, consistent profits, real discipline, and lasting success become possible. Number 10. A trader must have a plan and the courage to follow it. Jesse Livermore knew that trading without a plan is like sailing a ship without a compass. You may move, but you have no direction, no control, and no idea when disaster will strike. Every trader faces uncertainty, every market move carries risk, and every decision has consequences. Without a plan, you are reacting to the market instead of reading it. You are chasing emotion, guessing outcomes, and leaving your capital exposed. A plan is not just a set of rules. It is your strategy, your discipline, and your framework for survival. It tells you when to enter, when to exit, how much risk to take, and how to protect your account when the market proves you wrong. But having a plan alone is not enough. Livermore emphasized the courage to follow it. Most traders fail because they know what they should do, but fear and doubt stop them. They see a setup, but hesitate. They know the stop loss, but move it. They know the target, but exit early. Courage in trading is not recklessness. It is the strength to trust your preparation, to accept that losses are part of the process, and to act decisively when conditions align. The market tests that courage constantly, tempting you with noise, false signals, and emotional traps. A trader with a plan and the courage to follow it gains clarity, confidence, and consistency. Each decision becomes deliberate, each trade aligned with probability, and each outcome a learning opportunity. Livermore's principle teaches that success is not magic, it is preparation, discipline, and bold execution. When you commit to a plan and honor it fearlessly, the market stops being a battlefield of chaos and becomes a field where skill, patience, and courage can flourish. This is the difference between losing slowly and building wealth steadily, between reaction and mastery. Trading is not about luck. It is about discipline, patience, and respecting the rules that have stood the test of time. Jesse Livermore's principles are more than lessons. They are a blueprint for survival and success in the markets. From accepting that the market is never wrong, to waiting for the perfect setup, to mastering your emotions, Every rule is designed to protect your capital and sharpen your mind. These are not tips for quick wins. These are laws that separate winners from the millions who lose every year. Thank you for watching and taking these truths seriously. If you implement even a few of these rules, your trading mindset will change forever. And in the next video, we'll dive even deeper, revealing advanced strategies and hidden patterns that only professional traders notice, giving you the edge to dominate the markets like the legends themselves. Stay tuned and trade smart.